All right. Good day. Welcome. My name is George. I'm a PA and mentor on the GATS program, and I was trying to resolve an issue for a learner yesterday. Okay, so let me start from the top. The learner found it extremely difficult. Found it difficult to continue with his labs as a result of confusing on in his inability to identify which is his project ID. Okay, of course, to start the lab, you click here and it takes you here. Then you click on the start button. In my case here, I've already started the program. Okay, so and then you click open Google Console. It opens in a new tab, and then it will ask you for your credentials. So this is where you get the username. In this particular lab, I was provided with two users because we are doing Cloud IAM, showing how permissions are controlled and managed on GCP. And then this is the password, and of course at the bottom you have the project ID. Okay, let's see the format in which the project ID is given to us. Okay, so if I click here, I've copied the project ID and then I paste it here. You can see it's just Quick Labs GCP 01, some cryptic numbers and all that. It doesn't end in .net, which is actually an email address. Okay, so that's my ID. So let's go back here and then let me launch my CloudShell. I want to show you something. Let me zoom in a bit. So that you would be able to see some stuff. Okay, these are things you really need to be familiar with, because with time you will need it will come to kind of be something that you need to get used to because you'll meet it often. Okay, so my CloudShell is taking a few seconds to launch. Okay, so he was trying to activate or authenticate his session in CloudShell. And normally when you log in and open your CloudShell, it should authenticate you without you having to do this particular step that I'm trying to explain. Okay, first of all, this is the user. Okay, this is kind of the way you would see your terminal on a Linux system. When you launch it, it will be the name of the user, in this case student 02. Let's see which of them here. Okay, student 02, and let's see the other 56EE. So actually I am logged in as this first student. If you look here, you see that's the information of the student. Let's copy it. Let me paste it here too so that we'll see the format. Okay, so in this case, if you look at the terminal, you see there, it says name of student. Let me put this side by side so that you see the difference. Okay, you see here we have it's all up to the B letter here, and from here onwards it gives us CloudShell. So if you kind of remember, this is the format in which you expect to see these things, you would easily spot an issue. So in the case of the user, he was unable to run commands. In this case here, I can simply do gcloud auth lists. Oh, sorry. Oh, mistake there. Okay, so all right, so I authorize this shell to run the command in behalf of myself. Okay, so this is the account for which we are authenticated. Okay, so if you don't see this part on your screen, that means you are not authenticated. Now to authenticate it is very simple. You will do gcloud auth login. Let me be sure. Oh, sorry. Auth login. All right, when you do that, okay, my bad, he was actually logged in. He needed to set the project, so that is not required. So what he actually should be running is gcloud config config set project, and then where is our project ID? We come back here and pick it up from here, and then go back here and then paste that. Okay, so that's it, and then you hit enter. Okay, so in case this part is not appearing, then you need to set the project, which is this one. Okay, once you do that, then this part will come alive, and then of course you'll be able to run. In short, in fact, it will set the context for your gcloud commands so that any commands you run will run against this particular project. We could actually do I think gcloud, if I'm not mistaken, config. Do we have a list? Yes, we do. So we'll do that and we'll see that. Okay, so if you look here, you will see that the project's been set here. Okay, all right, so that's what you needed to do. So to get your project, you simply come here, copy it from here, is usually given to you, pick it up from here, go back here and drop it here. All right, so one more thing I would want to highlight. I had issues while I tried to access these labs yesterday. I actually spoke to their support. At the end of the day, I was asked to use a VPN to log in. Now, the problem was this, that previously when you access a lab, you wouldn't need to put your phone number. Normally, if you were creating a Gmail account, usually you put a phone number and that number be used to authenticate or identify you, and then of course you'll be signed up. In Quick Labs, it wasn't the case previously, but it appears is a step they have added. Okay, so when you get to that login screen, that requires you to put in your phone number, please put in your phone number and move ahead. Now, one of the things you need to take note of when you're putting your phone numbers for those of us in Nigeria, so our phone numbers usually start with a 0. So when that dialog box appears to you, you will see to the left of that area where you're supposed to put your number, you will pick your country by identifying your country by its flag. Then that's to the left. Then to the right, that's where you put in your number. So for Nigerians, you need to leave out the first 0. For those in other countries, I think you need to leave out the first 0 in your number to have the text sent to you, and then you get the code which you will now put into that the next page that it will take you to, so that it can now set you up for the Quick Labs. So it's pretty simple. You get it, a page that will request your phone number. Put in your phone number. Remember to leave out the first 0, and then you will get a text message with a code. Enter that code on the next page that would have appeared after you clicked on send, after adding your number, and then add that, and your lab will be set up. These are things that slight changes that are made by Quick Labs from time to time, depending on the load on their servers and in the number of people accessing Quick Labs. So that's all for today. And if you have any other queries, please leave a direct message in my DMs. Leave a message for me in my DMs, and I'll get back to you. And please don't forget to always end your labs. In this case, I wasn't doing the lab, so I'm ending it. But of course, if you outshoot your quota for any lab, simply click here, chat with support. A pop-up window will appear. Introduce yourself as a participant in the guards program, and of course they will assist you the best way they can. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.